Now Mancos PT slowly advancing up on the sex alley, with Lemel holding the flank, El Nino pushing in and Rocker covering. Where's this? Oh, nice. No flashlights, as it looks like. Jit holding a support angle for Bima. And Reaper and Pablo are still looking for each other. Missing, unfortunately for him. And now El Nino moves in. Or doesn't. Just you tell. Little Jit talking a lot. That's not so good. And one dead here killed by the C4 of Whackmaster. Whackmaster now rotating off. And Reaper died. Which does not make the south open, unfortunately, for Mancos. But a very passive hold onto the south stairs. If Pax uses this wisely, he could sneak up and get a few picks. And then of course we still have two on Sex Alley. Now Lemel slowly advancing onto Little Jid. Interesting. Quad MVGs. Never seen that. Pinking it a bit too slowly, but trading. And now Whackmaster rotates in to make sure nobody's able to act on this little opening, which is not open anymore. There's still Rocker there. And Pablo giving away his position a bit. But of course he doesn't know that. A flash or a nade by Kogi. Kogi getting him. And now it's just Rocker left for Mancos PT. And another slow peek. Whackmaster communicating, hearing audio from Rocker. But Rocker gets on top. And now it's Beamer and Coordinator on each side. The wonder. And Rocker gets up on top again. Nicely done by him. If Corgi plays audio now, he should be fine, but if he gets too peaky, that might be another pick for Rocker. Very patient. Very patient. If Rocker does the right thing, he gets his walk advantage back for his team. But a swing like that, nicely done. Now it just depends if Rocker identified Coordinator's position. Ooh, okay. That might have been me. And Rocker might get the cap. Oh! Coordinator shuts it down. This might have been a cap, but fortunately for Mighty Owls, Corgi was able to shut down a possible cap attempt. Now we have Reaper 4-1 for his team. Corgi follows him with 2-1. And then we have Rocker with 2-2. which makes this OBS, which makes this the second point for Matthias. Now they're on the lead, and Mancos did not manage to get their walk advantage back. I'll do a quick check if this. So apparently OBS left me once again. That's great. I'm sorry I recorded the part that my dear comrades from Mancos and Mighty Owls have played so far. Right now it's 2-0 for the Mighty Owls. Now on the next objective, the northern stairs. And I need to swap back again. Now we have engagement between El Nino, Rocker, and Wagmeister. Wagmeister seems like he's the bait for the utility at the start, with little Jit covering him a bit. And El Nino getting a solid pick onto Wagmeister. This is a solid setup between El Nino and Rocker. But El Nino gets aggressive, and fortunately for him, he does not get punished. And then we have Reaper going down, but only down, not confirmed yet. With Beamer going on the lower train tracks, and only Darian guarding this approach. This might be another pick for Darian. And the rest of Mighty also is now rotating for Horseshoe. That's a bit of miscommunication by Mighty Owls. A lot of communication going on, but not everything makes sense. And Darian still holding strong without being discovered by Mighty Owls. Now Coordinator and Lil Jit moving down. Very methodically and slow, something that's known to be done by most EU teams. Now we have Darian holding us behind, acting on audio, and Lemil, or Pablo, Rocker. Rocker and Pablo holding support angles onto the south, and Beamer getting out the revive for his teammate. Now they identified the position, of Darian. Fortunately for Darian, they missed. And they get the pick on him, and now it's very easy to get a safe approach like this if you killed all of the guys holding outside of the objective. And another pick for the Mighty Owls. Now getting Rocker as well and losing one. Reaper could go for the cap again, but does he do it? No, they go for the picks again. This is the second time that you could have ended this map, and you decided to go for the picks. Very interesting. 3 up for the Mighty Owls. Now it's the third point. Thank you, game. Now, Reaper and Jid still going for the picks, as everyone can see. Rocker currently leading for his team. And yeah. Now, Mighty Owls up 3-0. If the next round goes solid again, they're off this map. And I'm not sure if it has recorded the last time, but apparently my OBS was not recording at the start, and only the backup recording I made was going. So I think we missed 2 rounds because I forgot to press a button, which is unfortunate. I apologize for that, but I hope I can bring you another solid game now, with hopefully 2 complete next maps. And now we're starting into Mighty Owl's defense of this objective. It sounds like it's very happy, but I cannot understand them. And Mighty Owls moving out now, with 3 going into the objective itself and 2 moving out again. With Beamer doing Beamer things. With Little Jid going up the stairway and Whackmaster staying behind. Little Jid becoming very aggressive. Getting a first pick. Getting a second pick. Nicely done by Little Jid. And now that's the north approach done. We're just leaving the 2 guys in Horseshoe and the middle platform to attack this objective. Being uncontested here in Horseshoe. The next defender that they'll meet is Onward Reaper. We should get eyes onto Rocker, or Rocker onto Onward Reaper soon. Oh, it's Beamer from the objective. Now just leaving Rocker and Lemel. And Little Jid on a flank onto Lemel. Lemel being completely unaware about this, and this is the map for Mighty Owls. Very happy indeed. Now we have Little Jid and Onward Reaper both leading with 7-1, and Rocker still leading for his team. Nicely done by both of them. And now we should go on to the next map shortly. Okay. Everyone's still in the lobby, but no rehost. Still discussing what map they'll pick. And now we're going on to custom map for the teams. It's a bit of a chaos going on with a mixture of both teams on each side. Very interesting. And I need to restart my game. Forgot to disable night vision, unfortunately. I'm sorry for that. And now we start back into the game just in time. Oh, lag on my side.
Hey guys, look
With the ship OBJ, Mighty all spawning back here, usually. With one going up for Haven for Mancos. And a few getting aggressive on the ship. Coordinator holding the angle onto the middle roof and center roof cross. Rocker getting up. And nobody from Mancos PT crossing on the other side of the rip ramp. Mighty also very solid push, already took control of the center and the south. Now moving up even further. But Lemon has a solid position to say anything about the two ramps. Nobody really getting aggressive onto the ship until now.
Nope, night and smoke. I missed.
Perfect hit. Walker not acting on the audio. So he might get the pick or the other way around.
Who's gonna take it?
Yo, I'm inside blue.
And they're getting a peek
Good, check,
onto the objective,
both Legos
and now there's this engagement between Corgi and Rocket with Flagmeister down as well. And now it's Beamer right next to Lemil.
He's on the stairs, by the way.
Might be also now beating down.
I watched him like eye and eye.
And Lemil jumping down. Which might catch Beamer off guard actually. And he gets Beamer. And then it's just Lil Jit and all my people left for Mighty Owls. And very solid defense by Mancos PT so far. Only losing one to gotta get another kill. And Lil Jit taking down another on the objective. Rocker holding tight line onto the blue ram cross, but it might not be enough. And El Nino decides to rotate, and Lemel takes down another, making it 2 for him now. Only leaving Lil Jit behind. This might be the first point now for Mancos PT. She's hearing audio from El Nino. Nobody on, and the team kill. Very nice. Nobody really being aware of Logic's position now. And the second team kill. And he communicates it as enemies killed. And he loses it. This is a very interesting round now by Mancos PT. This could have been the first point, but these two team kills absolutely nullified this. And now we're at another point for Mighty Owls, with them only getting 3 kills. I would not be very happy if I would be on Mancos PT, but that's just me, I guess. Please let me do stuff. Okay, everything on the technical side, on my side, just went absolutely horrible. Now we're here with this. And now we'll see Mighty Owls take on this defense. Now we're starting back into the next round. Please, OBS.
I got fragged and she said smoke.
Good smoke. Well, it's actually
Yo iba por la escalera de abajo.
That is great.
lejos de mi rocket.
Not taking the game too serious. It. White Master getting aggro on ship. and Jit holding quite an interesting position.
That's jiggling.
And Beamer getting the first few picks in the
-2
center,
south to Ross door.
only having one down, which it doesn't know. Could be called out now. And getting a third.
-3.
Nicely done
I
by
think there's
Beamer.
one on rooftop. Yeah, there's one on rooftop.
I just found a nasty angle.
It just needs to
There's only
confirm
one
them.
fucking roof center.
Wrong call out, unfortunately, for
I
Beamer.
can't see that far, you nitwit.
Very nice team.
Jesus fucking Christ, the blimp scared me. The blimp is pretty scary, you know. Quite big.
Now we have possibly a fourth going down if Beamer holds his line, which he doesn't currently. Question is his teammate communicating? Yes, he is. Great. And Pax gets the kill onto Beamer. Now they can make it a 3v4 again, so the round is not totally lost, unless
Is one of you two watching the backside?
something happens again.
Blue
Yeah,
Very
we'll just
peaky
leave one.
defense
I
by
know.
Mancos here. These are two picks
Meh.
which could happen very easily. And Whackmaster getting aggressive, which might get shot down by Rocker, which will. Now making it a 3v3. Okay, it's a 2v3 again. 1.5 v3. Pablo getting shot while pushing. And nobody, and Rocker is also not going for the rest, which is interesting. Personally, you need to get your numbers up again and establish control, because you're letting these guys get too peaky. These are 2 free picks if you would have sent one onto the middle roof, but you didn't, unfortunately for you.
Aquí, aquí, aquí. Aquí, aquí. Porque está aquí el culo.
¿Qué estás?
Oh no!
Coño.
That's unfortunate for Mancos BT, but this is what happens when you wait too long to get a rest for your team. And now, instead of having a friend with him, he's unfortunately alone against 3 Mighty Elves defenders, which are all very stacked on OVJ, but at the same time they used to be peaky, but the Scavenger jumped down. So now they only have Onward Reaper, and he isn't too peaky. He's very well hidden to anything, to any real danger, which would be this power position over here. Now we have Rocker slowly moving up on the ship. If he keeps this pace in 2 minutes, it's not gonna look too good for him. But you see, sometimes Matthias gets a bit too aggressive and gets punished for it, but unfortunately for Mancos BT, not enough aggression to really make a difference.
Was that you that pulled your tablet out?
In positions
Oh, yeah.
like this, you can sometimes give away
Watching blue.
your position.
Come on.
For example, when you
We're
peek
watching
like
everything,
this
man.
and Colgi is not currently peeking,
blue
this
ramp.
tablet is gonna tell
Blue
him
ramp.
there's a guy there. They're calling out ghosts right now. It seems like they're calling out ghosts right now. And Mighty Owl's getting a bit too peaky again,
Tunnels.
which might get them punished.
Just push the tunnel.
Which will get them punished eventually. But unfortunately for Mancos BT, not today. Now, Rocker wasted a minute to get from here to here, and now he is forced go faster, else he will run out of time. Or get killed by Kogi. Getting a pick onto Little J. As I said, GP gets shot down, but Kogi is able to kill him. Which makes this another solid lead by Mighty Owls. Still no start by Mancos, BT and Mighty Owls. Unfortunately, this game kicked me for some reason. But now we're back in right in time to catch the next round. With the West warehouse OBJ and the Owls spawning on the ship.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
So
Nah.
very happy, very confident. Which is understandable considering they're on a 6-0 right now. Now we have some aggression by Mancos BT. 2 going on the center, which is interesting, and El Nino engaging a person on the roof, which is Onward Reaper. Lemon getting the first onto Beamer. No, little Jit with a jiggle.
Is that upstairs
or prepared for both of them? No, he wasn't. And that's a solid 2k for them. But Reaper may have spotted him. Solid pick onto roof control for the objective. But if he gets too peeky towards Pablo, that might be another pick. And it's a pick for Lemon instead. Shutting down 3 people in the center, Mighty Owls attackers on the ship. Corgi holds the ship and Whackmaster rotates off to look for any possible late refrags he could get. Now some moves by the 2 aggressive players. Ooh, and Whackmaster picking up cues by the 2 pushers. This should tell Lemon, that's Lemon. Okay, this here should tell Whackmaster exactly where the aggressor is. And Corgi got one of the aggressors. Now there's only one left in the center. And if they figure out where he is and eliminate him, they can be able to turn this round around. depending if Lemel gets peaky or not. We're very quiet now, with Whackmaster having a slight advantage. Oh, and he lost the advantage now. Lemel up. 4 kills on this round. Very nice. Now just leaving Coordinator. And I'll say it again, this might be the first point on the board that Mancos PT has. They've shown that they can change it by themselves without the enemy input. But this is a very strong position that Lemel has brought them into. This is also a bit on the psychological side, because now Coordinator is looking for everything. That could be possible because Lemel got aggressive, which cost him Manager and Rocker and Coordinator trade, which indeed makes this the first point on the board for Mancos PT, with Lemel getting 5 kills in this round. Very nicely done by him, which now makes this not a 6-0 lead but a 6-1 lead. So Mancos PT is starting to catch up again. Now we're starting back into Mighty Owl's defense of the Westwire's objective, with Mancos PT getting a ship spawn as well, because if I'm not wrong there's a spawn over here as well. If not, please scold me for that.
Venga, que están sangrando.
They seem way more locked in there. With only one Mighty Owl's player being aggressive. We were getting a solid kill in the center, with maybe another follow-up. He's doing the right thing, and he's not giving him a chance to get refragged. Now he goes in from another side, which might be unexpected if they're not far enough pushed up. And Wacky gets his first kill on the center roof. Sorry. And with Beamer getting aggressive up here, might be able to get a pick onto Rocker if he goes to his right. Or El Nino if he gets a bit too peaky. And now taking off Rocker.
-2.
Making this a 2v3. Does El Nino try to get the refrag? No! And Beamer shots down
-3.
another. Very successful push here. Only downing him, not confirming him, unfortunately. Now just leaving the 4K god Lemel in this round. And El Nino.
Quit talking.
Beamer shutting down his team. Very great. Something that has to be done if you have people like the legit.
Center. Not on the roof.
which is not an insult, I just know very well.
Not on the roof.
And now, getting the next pick,
There it
winning
goes.
this round for 90 hours. No Beamer top fragging for his team, 7 and 3, with Lemel and Rocker doing the same on different numbers with their team. Making this a solid lead, still a solid lead by Mighty Owls. And now we've switched objectives into the East Warehouse. Very interesting, OBJ. There's one key factor to winning this. It's always to have control of this roof and making sure you can't get jumped if you defend this objective, something that Mancos PT will have to do. And making sure that nobody comes up the tunnels or flanks around on the southern side over the blue room. And sometimes we see a bit of aggression by walk onto the ship or the train courtyard. But we'll see. And now we're starting back. This will be interesting for Mighty Owls if they get the ship spawn on launch, which unfortunately for them, because I personally think this is the more powerful spawn, you can shut down a lot of aggression. Unfortunately for Mighty Owls, they spawn by here, which still gives them opportunities, but not as many. Now we'll see if Mancos gets as aggressive as I've called out previously. And we have Emil going onto the ship and safely making the cross due to Mighty Owls spawning on a different spawn. Slow peek onto the middle roof. Now Mighty Owls has one on the ship, one in the center, one in the south, and Lemil is able to get the first pick onto Mighty Owls, killing Wagmeister. Nicely done on him. And the next engagement by Beamer and Pax
On the east.
on the roof.
Hugging the little broken part.
And Reaper getting a solid pick onto the blue room defensive area. Now everything's locked in on Pax.
Que no consigo tirar. Ya te vendrá a ver, no te preocupes. Está en la caseta.
El Nino getting peaky but taking shots. He should be able to take out Ripper or Beamer.
Alright, so we work around it. That's how we deal with it. Don't think it's problems.
And he's not peeking anymore. But Lemil is still allowed to control a lot of this ship. But the coordinator might be able to change this a bit. What? Okay. And Corgi showing the demo. And Ninu getting a pick on a attacker that got a bit aggressive. If he holds this angle nicely, he should be able to take out Beamer. And then we have little Jet and Coordinator moving up on the ship. Good pick on Beamer.
That's a -2 total.
Pax Pax peeking again.
Voy a bajar,
But now focusing on the object. What a nade. Nice nade by Coordinator. Onto Rocker.
Aquí.
And now Pax jumps down to get his teammate, but gives out the roof, gives up the roof at the same time, and this is
They're not on roof
probably
anymore.
going to make it a point, because now what I've talked about, Marsok has roof control now. What?
What the fuck?
Little
Got
Jit
him.
getting the fake onto Pax.
I ran out ammo and freaked out. GG's.
Nice. Very interesting. I think he shot the dead body and thought that's it, and then another guy peeked up in the exact same position. And now this makes it the 4th point, meaning Mighty Owls won this match. But Mancos can still do a little MMR mitigation if they, for example, get the next map 4-0, which is not so likely, but there's always chances. Now, to watch the final KTs. Beamer 9 and 4, and Demo 6 and 4. Nicely done by both teams. And El Nino came back from his 2 team kills, which is also nice to see. And it's not it's a rehost, interesting. So another custom map. And no man. They've not told me anything. Let's wait for a few minutes. So either there have been some technical issues, or it is Arctic, or one of the teams may have forfeited a map pick, which is highly unlikely. But we'll see. And now we're finally back in the lobby, starting up on Arctic with the helipad objective. A very nice OBG to defend. Normally you see a lot of people coming around in the south and the middle, and sometimes there's a guy up here that acts on any openings that these few pushers down here make for the team. But now we're just waiting on both teams to start planning. Okay, board hates me. It's an interesting pick by Mancos PT. I mean, they've won it against Access Denied, which might say something, as Access Denied is also quite good. But this should favor Mighty Owls a bit more, as you've seen, they're a bit more mechanical than Mancos PT. But they're still waiting on something, and now they're starting. Great. With Mighty Owls now, for the first time in this match, having walk advantage.
First time, they deliberately don't table. I would like you to have a smoke. You should have a smoke. It's good for your nicotine.
Okay, let's think. Where are you going?
Nice Beamer. Always funny.
Tú mejor aquí.
Beamer staying up in the cell. Onward Reaper getting very aggressive. And what? And only downing Rocker. And now they should get out the revive. Which makes this a 5v4 for Mancos PT. Shutting down very early aggression by Mighty Owls, which could have gotten a few picks. I don't know what happened there. Now we have Whackmeister, probably with a backer. Yes. And Beamer talking about tunnel vision. Nice. Nice C4 placement, and now we have Little Jit getting a pick in the south, only downing him, unfortunately for Little Jit. So unless he goes for the comp now, which he does now, making it a 4v4.
They're over at this little angle.
And now
You can hear multiple people in the middle.
Mancos PT not really being on the line. Try better nade. Two in the middle and two going. Beamer being down, Whackmeister getting 2-1 with the C4.
Please.
And now the center side is acting. This might not be expected by the. Oh! And a trade with Jit being down.
Over here. He's dead.
Limel getting the refrag. He has a holder, but he's not acting on it. He's not pushing in. He's going north.
Over to your side, Whackmaster.
Calling out that a teammate is there, which he is not anymore, fortunately for his team. It's good. Oh, sorry. Now we have a Beamer on low health versus... Getting a pick with 5-7. Okay. You got these.
No, it was a promise I made to.
It was a promise he made. That's nice. Whackmeister and Lobjet being critical in shutting down especially this north and the south middle approach. But for some reason Mancos decided to send their last guy up for the north, which kinda sealed the fate of this round. Now with Mighty Owls winning the walk advantage round, keeping the walk advantage. we're getting right back into the next round. Now with Mancos BT on the defense.
I'm not gonna go south, I'm gonna go
Oh,
south.
I'll go north with you. Okay, never mind.
Be patient, please. If we aren't quick, we have to go be patient. You don't need to talk over the radio.
I'm going this way. I already wrote it on the board.
Okay,
15832.
Do you have a night knife?
I have 2 smokes.
Yeah, me too.
bulk aggression in the center, not in the north this time. Really great nade. A team kill.
That was a friendly?
Yeah, this one here.
You shot him, okay?
Oh no, you shot him. I swear.
No,
El
you
Nino
shot.
getting a solid pick on Whackmeister. Effectively themselves. Good shot down by Jet. Beaver down and getting shot down by Leno. Only leaving these two Mighty Owls guys in the north.
I know what I'm doing.
And Leno is now
Did you see another
slowly
one?
rotating back.
Okay, one on the left side.
And this might be a swing. Only Memphis cross. Like a suppression Kobe getting a pick onto Darian. Only and Jit gets the kill.
Oh!
Making this another round win for the Mighty Owls. We're starting into the next round. Now on the warehouse, OBJ.
Quick to the radio.
I want one at least.
Reaper, you'll be there quicker. But you'll be there quicker.
Everyone on Mighty
But
Owls
once
wants
you
a
enter the
second.
room, that
Reaper, listen.
up that they are
Does
there
anyone else
in
have a
center
C4?
street. You can
Reaper,
reach
give me
out,
a second.
but
I
you
don't know
need
what
to
I'm
reach the
supposed to
street
do.
first.
I'm ready.
Very chaotic communication. Good smoke. Just getting aggressive and so does all
-1.
getting one. Same for Reaper. Now they've got 2 early picks, they established control of the center. And if they don't
Is that a
move to bunch,
compromise? Da na na na
okay.
na 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 na.
And what I wanted to say, if they don't move too much onto it, they can secure the shrine easily. But now Scavenger, aka Little Jit, got baited out a little bit by
So,
this
what's his name?
song from El Nino. And then the next one goes and gets aggressive, but does not get a turn, leaving two Mancos PT players.
What a name. Nice one, bro.
In middle.
Na, 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 na,
And that's the mighty Owl's aggression.
between your
That shut itself down
thighs.
after getting a few good kills. Now Corky filling the position and Whackmaster shutting down Slow Crawl. Whiff. I hope he disabled that. It's like an alarm. He used it like an alarm clock. It's basically the I'm here if you disable it. And El Nino getting another kill on another person that got way too aggressive. Now, instead of utilizing the opening he has, he decides to go in through the middle. That's illegal, my friend. What are you doing? That's a bit very illegal. Because now he has Pumer here in the middle. He basically cleared out the north. The little center bit. So that should indicate to him that he goes north. And he now shuts down Beamer as well. But fortunately he gets, fortunately for Mighty House, he gets
Never
shut
hit
down.
that shot. I was so bad. I forgot. Hit looking.
I do not want to be the guy. Basically, what I've talked about, if you get an opening like that, where 100% people will stay on the objective, you want to get aggressive onto this, or catch them off guard, but you really don't catch them off guard if you go down an angle where they will be 100%. It's basically what you want to do. You want to rely on them to shift attention onto you if you get a few picks up here, which they did with Corgi rotating in, and at some point you want to act on it, or you want to use this attention that you got from them and go somewhere else, which you kinda did, but it was very, very obvious. Normally this is being held, especially when your team doesn't really get any picks and doesn't really get past the center line over here. And that's just my opinion. I'm very critical about this. And that this might be the end, the next run of this match. Still on this objective, with a few interesting cap spots, but as we've seen, Matthias likes to go for the picks and play it a bit more safe. Especially up here. This is very important up behind the door sometimes. And yeah, that's basically it. And now we start back into the possibly last round with Mancos PT defending. This is with I go.
No, queda algún una
Estaba
granada
tumbado
para
aquí,
afuera.
macho.
Tira una granada
Me
por ahí,
parece-
se va para afuera.
¿A dónde?
Para ver, para
No,
afuera,
trae, que me la
para
llevo yo.
cuando vengan ellos, lanzarla por ahí.
Fortunately for him,
Is that a compromise?
why are you singing? What is the mission? And he gets big. And now a big onto the legit as well. with whoever got the pick. Lemo. And El Nino flanking.
We gotta go.
And still swinging.
Me voy con Marcos.
And now it's a 2v5.
-1.
And El Nino getting a bit too over aggressive, getting shut down now. And another aggressor, which is Pax. Shutting down White. 1v3. And that's the second one for Mancos. It seemed like the aggression by Mancos BT really caught them off guard. Again, just like on Shipyard. Which is nice to see. Now we have El Nino 8 and 4 on this map, going absolutely crazy. And then we have Whackmeister and Little Jit 5 and 2, 5 and 3. And I will quote Whackmeister now. If I'm top fragging, it's still going good for Whackmeister. But another round lost, unfortunately for them. And now we switch over to the server room OJ objective, which is very, very critical if you don't move a lot as a one-man defender. Because you can cap in each of the server rooms and in the outside as well. Something that might be used, maybe not, very likely not, but we'll see. Okay, and the second I switch it, we start back in. Nice.
A mí que me dices, Emilio, yo no he hecho nada.
Oye, Barro, que en el otro punto todos los que han gastado, digo,
Aquí solo hay una pausa, ¿no?
identificar por el suelo.